you're having an awesome day. Today in our video, we're gonna focus on glute activation and hip mobility. I put together this short, sweet little sequence that'll help you either at the beginning of your day or at the end of your day if you're sitting a lot. So when we're sitting, we're not really moving through our hips, we're not really using our glutes, and it's really common for this whole area to become kind of a mystery, which we don't want to happen. So if you find that working from home, maybe you're sitting a lot more than you used to, I encourage you to try this sequence at the beginning of the day to help you feel more active and mobile throughout your day. Likewise goes at the end of the day. If you've had a long day of sitting on your couch or your chair, this is a great way to wake things up for your evening. That being said, all you're gonna need is your mat, a chair, and a block today. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll begin today's practice from a comfortable seated position. You can let your hands rest either gently on your knees or somewhere in your lap, wherever is most comfortable. Take a moment to roll your shoulders back and down, sitting up proud and tall, and then gently let your eyes blink shut. Taking just a moment today to tune into our body and our breath before we begin to move. Let's start by scanning the body, working from the tip of your toe to the crown of your head. Just scanning and noticing how each area of your body feels today. Notice areas of tension or tightness. And equally noticing areas that feel open and strong. As you scan, resist the urge to judge these sensations. Nothing's good or bad, we're just trying to build up an awareness of our body so that we can notice the changes that occur as they happen. As you become more aware of your body, we'll bring awareness to our breath. Notice the natural filling and emptying, rising and falling sensations of each inhale and exhale. And then slowly, without forcing anything, start to add a little more intention to that breath. Every inhale fills your belly a little further. Every exhale, you feel the shoulders soften away from the ears, your hips sink down into your block or the mat. And for a few moments, follow that movement of breath. Expansive, filling inhales, softening and deepening exhales. Throughout our practice today, if you ever lose sight of your body or your breath, or you just need to take a break, you can always pause the video, come back to a seat, take a moment to rescan your body just like we did now, and then rejoin the practice when you're ready. Let's gently blink our eyes open. Let's get moving. We're going to take our block, if you have it, and just set it aside. We won't need it yet. We're going to come into a tabletop position to begin today, so onto all fours. Stacking our shoulders over our wrists, our hips over our knees. Our spine is neutral to start. We're going to move through cat and cow pose here. So as you inhale, find cow pose. You're going to drop your belly, arch your back, look forward. Exhale, cat pose. Round your spine, tuck your chin, push up between the shoulder blades. Again, we'll inhale, arch and lift, cow pose. Exhale, tuck and round for cat. You're going to go through a couple more rounds like this with your own breath, arching and rounding your spine, starting to bring a little bit of movement into the body. As you breathe here, if you notice any areas that feel especially tight or tense, you can linger and go a little slower through those spots. Use this opportunity to start to soften areas that need it the most. We're going to return to our neutral spine tabletop positions, not arching or rounding, but keeping the core gently engaged to find our flat back. We're going to begin today with a little glute activation. Let's flex our right foot actively. Now, keeping your tailbone tucked under, you're going to press your heel up towards the ceiling. Now notice a couple things here. Our hips stay square, so we're not opening the hip up. We're keeping that tabletop position. I'm also not lifting my legs so high decide that my back starts to arch. Actively think about drawing your hip bone and your rib cage together. Now keep that foot flexed as you slowly bring it down to hover, then do it again, big push up. We're gonna keep that going nice and slow here. Think about stamping your footprint on the ceiling every time. We're gonna do 3 more nice and slow, starting to activate that right seat. And this next one, I want you to hold it up at the top. Give me tiny little pulses. You're gonna push that heel up towards the ceiling. Keep the core tight. We're here for 4. Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and point our toe. Extend the leg long. Reach your left arm forward. Big inhale as you stretch and reach. Exhale, bring your elbow to your knee, round your back. Inhale, extend, reach long. Exhale, tuck and curl. One more time, big breath in. And big breath out. We'll inhale to extend to reach long. And exhale, bring your hand and your knee back down to the mat. Let's go through a couple rounds of cat and cow with your own breath. Just resetting at neutral. Nice, and then coming back. Let's do that same sequence just on the other side. So start by flexing your left foot and pushing your left heel towards the ceiling. Now take a moment just to check it out. Hips are square, our back isn't arching, we're keeping it low and focused on our seat. Let's slowly lower the knee down to hover, then push through the heel, squeeze your seat up. Now the way I like to describe it is it should feel like you're trying to lift your leg up, but your butt stops you partway through, yeah? So you hit that tension, that squeeze at the top every time. Really nice job, you guys. This next time, let's hold it up there. Give me tiny little pulses. Push that foot up towards the ceiling. Squeeze it tight for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the leg up, point the toe, extend long. Reach your right arm forward. Big inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, elbow to knee, tuck and wrap. Twice more. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, curl in. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. We'll inhale to extend long. Exhale, bring your hand and knee back down to the mat. Let's walk our hands forward a couple inches, spread your fingertips wide, and then hike the hips up for downward facing dog. You can go ahead and start to pedal out this downward dog, then one knee, then the other knee, maybe shift the hips from side to side. Do whatever feels comfortable here. We're gonna take an inhale, look forward to the top of your mat, and exhale, you're gonna step or walk your feet all the way up and come into a ragdoll forward fold. So we're gonna let the back round, grab onto opposite elbows, and just hang heavy for a second. Maybe sway side to side, bounce up and down. Nice, we're gonna bend our knees a lot, round your back, and slowly uncurl all the way up to standing. Nice, when you get to the top, let's take one big inhale, stretch, reach arms up. And one big exhale, bring the arms down to the side. Nice work, you guys. Hopefully we're starting to feel a little warm after our opening sequence on the mat. You're gonna go ahead and find a chair as we come into our standing sequence today. So any chair that you have will be fine. If you have one that has kind of multiple levels, that can be nice because then you can adjust exactly where you'd like to hold onto the chair. We're going to start to work into our glutes and our hips, strengthening and moving through a couple different sequences. So to start, you're going to face the chair. You're going to bring your hands softly on it and step in so that you can have a nice neutral grip. So you're not reaching for the chair, but it's not super close to you either. Elbows are just kind of right ahead of the waist. We're going to begin with our left leg. We're going to practice a hinging pattern. So like you're moving down into warrior 3 or a single leg deadlift. So bringing most of the weight into my left leg, soften in the knee. I'm going to lift my right foot up, and then keeping my hips square, I'm going to hinge, bringing my chest towards the chair, feeling tension in my hamstring and glute. From here, I'm going to push through my heel and come all the way back up to standing. Now that should feel familiar from our tabletop position. Yeah, we want to keep our hips square the whole time. Let's do that a couple more times. So we're going to hinge, feel that gentle push back in the seat, then come all the way staying square here, so we're not letting the shoulders move to the right or to the left. They stay in line the whole time as well. Nice, starting to feel some activation in that left leg, hopefully. Let's do one more just like that, and then I'm gonna start to add on. Good, this time, when you come down for your hinge, I want you to hold it there. We're gonna open up our hip into a half moon variation, so stacking the hips, flexing the lifted foot. Then go ahead, close your hips again, and then push through the heel, come all the way up to standing. Let's do that a couple more times, yeah? So we're gonna hinge forward. Go ahead, open up that hip, close it back off, and come all the way up. 3 more times just like that. We'll hinge, open, close, and lift. Twice more. Hinge, open, close, and lift. One more time, then we'll add on again. We'll hinge, open, close, and up. Really nice job, you guys. Hopefully that left leg is burning. We have one more thing to add on before we head to the second side. So we're gonna keep those same 2 movements. We're gonna hinge forward. You're gonna open. Now you might wanna hold onto the chair a little tighter here, or even bring one hand to your hip. You're gonna go ahead and extend your foot forward, flexed. Then you're gonna go ahead and go back to your open hip, square those hips off, and come all the way up to standing. Now for this, I like to keep one hand on the hip. I find it's easier because our shoulders are gonna start to open on the second and third move. We're gonna do that 4 times through. Let's go ahead and do it now. So we're gonna hinge, open, kick it forward, bring it back, close it off, all the way up. Really nice, 3 more times. Let's hinge, open, bring it forward, bring it back, close it off, all the way up. Twice more, you've got this. Hinge, open, bring it forward, bring it back, close it off, stand up tall. One more time, let's go. Hinge, open, forward, back, close, and up. Give that left leg a little shake here. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So you might notice you feel a little uneven or unbalanced at this point. That's okay. We're gonna work that right leg next. So we'll build it up slowly just like we did on the first side. So first find your chair, set it up in the same position. We'll start with just our hinge. So grounding through our right leg, softening the knee. We're gonna go ahead and lean forward, bring weight into the right leg. Hips stay square. Then come all the way back up. Squeeze your seat at the very top. Let's do 4 more like that. So we're gonna hinge it forward. Come all the way up. 3 more, core tight. Hinging down. All the way up. Good, 2 more. Breathing as you move. Bring it down. Exhale, lift it up. 2 more. Nice job, you guys, last time. Nice work. This time I'm gonna add that open hip. So let's hinge it down. Open up the hip. Close it off. Stand tall. If your hips pop and crack a little bit, that's okay, mine do too. Let's do that 4 more times. We're gonna hinge, open, close, and lift. 3 more times. We hinge, open, close, and lift. Good, 2 more. Hinge, open, close, and up. Nice, last time. Nice job, you guys. We're gonna add on that final element. So we hinge, we open, then we're gonna kick the leg forward. Yeah, let's go through it. So we hinge forward, open the hip, flex your try to keep it high. Bring it on back. Close it off. Whew, stand tall. 4 more, we got this. Hinge. Open. Bring it forward. Bring it back. Close it off. Stand tall. Good, 3 more. Nice job, you guys. So steady, so strong. Whew. 2 more times. Nice, last time. Whew, nice work. Give it a little shake off. Hopefully we're feeling a little more balanced and hopefully a little more activated in our lower body. You can set your chair aside. We're gonna come on down for some nice deep stretches to finish out today's class. Walking to the top of your mat, just give me 1 big inhale to reach your arms up and overhead. And 1 big exhale to forward fold. Let's take an inhale, lift up halfway to lengthen out the spine. And exhale, just plant your palms and step back into your downward facing dog. So letting those hips pike up high again, it might feel good to pedal out the feet here now that the back of our legs has built a little more heat. Nice, now keeping that down dog, we're gonna take an inhale, lift your right leg high. As you exhale, step your foot wide to the outer edge of your mat for a runner's lunge. Our knee is directly over our ankle. If you didn't step it far enough on your own, that's okay. Just use your hand to assist up. We'll soften the back knee down to the ground and hold and breathe here. So we're untucking our toes behind us. We're letting the hips sink down and forward. Think about your torso resting to the inner bit of your right thigh. You can stay like this. Sometimes it can feel good, depending on your hips, to turn your toes out at a 45-degree angle, or even roll onto the knife edge of your foot. Wherever you are, breathe strong as you let the hips sink down and forward. We'll be here for 3 deep breaths. If you come to the outer edge of your foot, go ahead and plant it down. We're going to toe heel our foot towards the center of our body, and then I want you to keep that toe heel going all the way to the other side of your mat, letting our shin rest down from pigeon. Now you might need to reset here. You can curl your back toes under, lift your back knee, and scooch it back as far as feels comfortable in your body, letting the knee rest down and the toes on top. Take a moment in your lifted pigeon to feel even and square through your hips. So not leaning to one side or the other. And then once you feel comfortable, you can start to walk yourself forward. As you do, think about gently pushing back into your right hip. You can bring yourself down to your forearms. You could stack your forearms and allow your forehead to rest. Or you could come all the way down, letting your forehead rest on the mat. Wherever you choose, we're gonna hold this for 5 slow and steady breaths. If you've made your way down, we're going to curl our back toes under, lift your knee up off the ground, push into your palms to come back to downward facing dog, and go ahead and pedal out that downward dog. Ooh, feels so good. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So inhaling, lifting the left leg high, and exhale, stepping all the way forward to the outer edge of your mat. Let your back knee soften down, untuck the toes. And again, options with your foot here. You can toe heel the foot a little wider. You can turn the toes out at a 45-degree angle, or even roll into the pinky edge of the foot. Wherever you are, allow your hips to sink down and forward as you breathe. Let's take 3 slow and steady breaths here. Slowly bring the foot back down to the ground if you moved it. We're going to toe heel the foot through the center of our body and then all the way over to the other side of our mat. Again, you can adjust your back leg if you need to, lifting up the knee and sending it further back. Take a moment as you set up, make sure your hips feel square and even, so not leaning to one side or the other. And then as you're ready, take a big inhale. Exhale, come down as far as feels comfortable in your body today. Again, thinking about pushing back into the hips as you do so. When you find your final resting position, we'll be here for 5 breaths. Slowly make your way back up. If you've come down, plant your palms firmly into the mat, curl your back toes under, lift that back knee up, and then send the hips up high. Whew. Downward facing dog, go ahead and paddle it out, move around. Hopefully feeling a little bit more open through our hips. Now we feel strong and open, achieving that solid balance. Let's go ahead and lower down onto our knees. We'll take one more posture to finish out our practice today. You will need a block or a pillow for this. We're going to take a supported bridge pose. So today, with our hinging and in a lot of movements we do, while we're moving and strengthening through our hips, we're also tightening through our hip flexors, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but as always, we want to achieve balance here on our mat. So we're going to finish with assisted bridge to get some nice opening in areas that we have tightened today. So we're going to come all the way down into our mat. Take your block or pillow with you. You're going to slowly lower down. Walk your heels in towards your seat. Your feet and knees will be hip-width distance apart. Now you may want to watch this before you get into it yourself, because we don't necessarily want to look left or right as we move into our back bends. We're going to push into our heels, lift your hips up. Grab your block on whatever height feels appropriate today. You might try out a couple heights to see what feels best. And you're going to place the block right underneath your tailbone or your sacrum, so that bony part of the seat. You should feel like you can relax fully into this. You're not tightening anywhere to keep yourself lifted. We have a nice big opening through the front of our body. You're welcome to stay just like this, arms by the side. If it feels appropriate, you can start to extend your legs long on the mat, allowing yourself to relax further. If at any point this feels like too much, though, you can just walk your feet back in. Yeah, that is completely fine. Whichever variation feels best in your body. When you do find that comfortable position, go ahead and let your eyes blink shut. We'll take just a couple minutes here, allowing ourselves to relax fully. Bring your awareness back to your body, maybe once again scanning from your toes to the crown of your head. Noticing any subtle or drastic differences since the first time you checked in. Once you've acknowledged those differences, allowing your awareness to rest at your breath. Full inhales, soft releasing exhales. Breathe and relax. If your mind ever begins to wander, know that that's okay. Not a bad person. But simply bring your awareness back to your breath when you do notice that wandering mind. slowly start to bring awareness back into your body. Start to wiggle the fingers, the toes, roll the ankles and the wrists. Start to walk your feet in towards your seat, bend your knees. We'll push through our heels, lift the hips up, remove the block from underneath, and slowly lower yourself down. Hug your knees into your chest, and it might feel good to rock it out a little side to side here. Maybe even drawing circles on the ceiling with your knees. Nice, and you'll roll all the way onto your right side, pausing for a moment, feeling grounded and supported. And slowly pushing up into a comfortable seat on your mat. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed that flow. I hope you're feeling stronger, more stable, more open, and for the rest of the day, a little bit more aware of what's behind you. If you like videos like this, check out the Flow With Me playlist. I'm adding one new flow every single week. You can also check out the Workout With Me playlist if you want something a little bit more active, a little more fun. I'm doing both HIIT style workouts, but I'm also doing like popular songs and fun little sequences with those. I've also uploaded some stupid stuff to my YouTube channel, so you can check out my vlog playlist as well. Get to know me a little bit more, get to know my Brucey Bear a little bit more, and I think that's all I got for you today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and thank you for making me part of it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!